Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. 2 years before Yellowstone, Taylor Sheridan wrote a movie that every fan of the Dutton family show should watch. Fans of Taylor Sheridan and Yellowstone need to watch one of the acclaimed writer's earlier movies because it's a perfect companion to the Dutton family's story. Before he started creating Yellowstone and all its spin-offs in 2018, Taylor Sheridan was a renowned movie writer. He created some truly special and acclaimed movies, like Sicario and Wind River, before he ever turned to the small screen. Some of Sheridan's movies are great for Yellowstone fans, but one is an absolutely perfect film to watch after the ending of Yellowstone. While there are quite a few Yellowstone shows already available to stream, and Sheridan has several more upcoming Yellowstone shows in production, fans of the show may want something they can stream right now on Paramount+. Though it doesn't actually feature any members of the Dutton family tree or even take place in the same world, Hell or High Water is a fantastic choice for what to watch after Yellowstone. Taylor Sheridan's 2016 film Hell or High Water came before Yellowstone, but it has many similarities to the Western show. Hell or High Water follows Toby, Chris Pine, as he and his brother, Tanner, Ben Foster, rob a series of banks to pay off their debt and secure their mother's land and the oil beneath it for Toby's children. Immediately, Hell or High Water's Toby sounds incredibly similar to Yellowstone's John Dutton i.e. Both men take the law into their own hands to secure a future for their children. Hell or High Water has more similarities to Yellowstone than just in its protagonist, however. Hell or High Water is one of the best neo-westerns ever made, just as Yellowstone is one of the best western shows ever created. Both of Sheridan's creations revitalized the genre and partially led to the Western Renaissance of the late 2010s and 2020s. As such, Hell or High Water also has a lot of the same offerings that appeal to Yellowstone fans. Its complicated, morally gray plot mixes perfectly with complex and well-developed characters, and its themes are as timeless now as they were almost a decade ago. There's no better source of breakneck neo-Western action and interpersonal drama than Hell or High Water. While almost all of Taylor Sheridan's movies have something unique to offer, Hell or High Water really is the best for Yellowstone fans. Many of Sheridan's movies, like Sicario, Without Remorse, or Those Who Wish Me Dead, are more so action thrillers than neo-westerns. Even Sheridan's other neo-western movie, Wind River, is more similar to a show like Dark Winds than it is to Yellowstone. Sheridan experimented with the genres and themes of his other films to great effect, so Hell or High Water remains the best companion movie for Yellowstone. Though Hell or High Water is the most similar, Taylor Sheridan's other movies are still well worth watching. Most of Sheridan's movies are available on Paramount+, and they all feature the same exceptional quality of writing he's known for. Even viewers who don't typically enjoy action-filled thrillers will still be able to find something they love about Sicario or Those Who Wish Me Dead. Hell or High Water may be the best next watch for fans of Yellowstone, but just about anything Taylor Sheridan was involved with is still almost guaranteed to be worth your time. Before Yellowstone captivated audiences with its gripping tales of ranching dynasties, power struggles, and breathtaking landscapes, Taylor Sheridan had already laid the foundation for his signature storytelling style. While many fans of the Dutton family saga know Sheridan as the creative force behind the Paramount juggernaut, few may realize that 2 years before Yellowstone premiered, he wrote a film that embodies the same raw intensity, moral complexity, and deep appreciation for the American frontier. That film is Hell or High Water, 2016, a modern Western that every Yellowstone enthusiast should watch. Sheridan's knack for weaving narratives steeped in familial loyalty, the consequences of violence, and the encroaching forces threatening a way of life is on full display in Hell or High Water. Directed by David Mackenzie and starring Chris Pine, Ben Foster, and Jeff Bridges, the movie is a neo-Western crime thriller that explores themes eerily familiar to Yellowstone viewers: land, legacy, and the struggle between the old ways and modern realities. At its core, Hell or High Water is a story about two brothers, Toby, Chris Pine, and Tanner Howard, Ben Foster, who embark on a bank-robbing spree across rural Texas to save their family ranch from foreclosure. Toby, the reserved and strategic younger brother, is driven by a desperate need to provide a future for his children. Tanner, the reckless and volatile elder sibling, is a career criminal who sees their crime spree as both an adventure and an inevitable end to his troubled life. Pursuing them is Texas Ranger Marcus Hamilton, Jeff Bridges, a grizzled lawman on the brink of retirement who is determined to bring them to justice. The similarities between Hell or High Water and Yellowstone are impossible to ignore. Just as John Dutton, Kevin Costner, fights tooth and nail to protect his sprawling Montana ranch from land developers, politicians, and greedy businessmen, Toby and Tanner Howard are willing to break the law to hold onto their family's land. Both narratives tap into the deep-seated American ethos of land ownership as an intrinsic part of one's identity and legacy. Sheridan's signature storytelling is evident in the film's rugged authenticity. The dialogue is sharp, the characters are flawed but deeply human, and the cinematography captures the vast, unforgiving beauty of the West. Much like Yellowstone, Hell or High Water is not just about action and crime. It's about the people who call these landscapes home and the sacrifices they are willing to make for their families. One of the most striking parallels between the film and Yellowstone is the way Sheridan portrays the law as both an ally and an obstacle. In Yellowstone, the Duttons frequently find themselves entangled with law enforcement, whether it be corrupt officials, self-righteous prosecutors, or lawmen who sympathize with their plight. Similarly, in Hell or High Water, Marcus Hamilton is not just chasing criminals. He understands the desperation that drives them. His pursuit of the Howard brothers is tinged with both determination and melancholy, much like the conflict seen between Yellowstone's lawmen and the Dutton clan. Another common thread is Sheridan's treatment of the American West as a character in itself. The landscapes of Hell or High Water, dusty Texas highways, rundown small towns, and expansive plains serve as a backdrop to a world that feels both timeless and on the verge of disappearing. This mirrors Yellowstone, where Montana's breathtaking scenery plays a crucial role in shaping the story's stakes. In both, the land is not just scenery. It is the heart of the conflict, the thing we're fighting for, and the symbol of everything at risk. Moreover, Hell or High Water showcases Sheridan's ability to craft morally complex characters. Just as Yellowstone refuses to present its protagonists as purely good or evil, the Howard brothers blur the lines between right and wrong. Toby is a criminal, but his motivations are noble. Tanner is a dangerous man, but his love for his brother is genuine. Similarly, in Yellowstone, John Dutton is both a ruthless landowner and a devoted father. Rip Wheeler, Cole Hauser, is a violent enforcer, but his loyalty to the Duttons is unwavering. Sheridan's world is one where morality is never black and white. It is shaped by circumstance, survival, and deeply personal codes of honor.